We have quite a bit to cover today. Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s running mate did an interview about how their plan is now to not hurt Trump. MAGA seems to think that if Robert F. Kennedy Jr. drops out and endorses Donald Trump, it will overshadow the DNC. Everyone always assumed his plan was to eventually join the Trump campaign, even though he reportedly asked the Harris campaign for a spot in her administration in exchange for the endorsement, and they did not respond. The grandson of JFK Jr. is actually listed as a speaker at the DNC, and remember, Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s family has already come out against him long ago. Now, today, Donald Trump spoke in Howell, Michigan, where just a few weeks ago, white supremacists walked down the street chanting, "We love Hitler, we love Trump." Law enforcement was also very stationed there. They were props for this event that angered locals. They were posing with a 34-time convicted felon. So they kept claiming it wasn't a political event, therefore they weren't breaking any laws or anything by being there. But to make sure the locals hate Trump even more, his campaign picked a location to anger them. Next to not one, but two separate schools. So Trump supporters outside yelling, screaming, horns, interrupted the schools and annoyed the students throughout the day. His campaign chose that. Amazing. And Trump's big announcement, the big takeaway from this event, is that he said he would keep the poor people out of the suburbs. Again, that appeared to be a scripted moment. Good job for his campaign. But his campaign didn't stop there today. They also posted a video of Trump where they played Beyonce music, obviously in response to Beyonce being played at the DNC. The big difference is the DNC actually has permission, while the Trump campaign does not. His campaign might earn another music lawsuit. And that, of course, leads us into the biggest story of the night, which is what is behind me. It was mentioned on PBS. It was also mentioned in a Reuters story that Donald Trump is in contact with the leader of Israel, attempting to prevent a ceasefire or the returning of hostages to try to hurt Joe Biden's campaign. Now, this should come as no shock, as Trump previously bragged that Americans held hostage in Russia would only be released if the American people vote for Donald Trump. And no, Donald Trump cannot legally tell Israel to hold off to help him politically. That's a violation of the Logan Act, which is why there's a complaint, and this is just part of the complaint, but there's a complaint filed now. Because, of course, Donald Trump would do something illegal like this. No one's shocked. No one's shocked at all. And even MAGA on social media aren't denying he would do this, aren't denying he did it at all. He should be allowed to.